actual information is that the biggest business that takes in trade-ins is GameStop, and GameStop is actively offering more money for Xbox Series X's, because not enough people are trading them in, and there is a high demand for them,
and not enough supply.
PlayStation, which too many people are trading in, and there's not enough demand for them, so they give a much lower price for PlayStation. Ain't that crazy? That doesn't, I don't know, that doesn't quite compute. Huh?
Yeah.
The internet would lead us to believe that Xbox is fucked.
I'm tempted to take that. So I have this extra one that's on a TV for our guest bedroom, and it's just sitting there. I bought it for $350, and GameStop's offering $385. I'm like, yo, that's a pretty tempting offer.
$330.
Yeah, PlayStation's $330. Okay, so I can get $385 for my Xbox that I bought for $350, and I'm like, gee, I want to get the 2 terabyte anyway. They don't have stock because it's very rare that it's in stock. The 2 terabyte is very rare in stock, right? I'm like, fine, I'll just take that, pilot towards the Switch 2, and then I'll buy the 2 terabyte when I have a chance to go get it, because it's just whenever it's in stock. It's out of stock all the time. So this is just interesting times. Like, people really want to get into this, and I think there's a shortage because Xbox didn't expect it. Like, what? It's working.
I mean, as much as we don't know actual numbers or any of that stuff, GameStop is telling us the truth of what's happening. People want Xboxes, and they don't have enough of them, so they are actively willing to pay you more money so that you can trade in your Xbox, because they don't have enough supply to meet demand. And the fact that PlayStation is just sitting there getting all these Xbox games, and still people are like, nah, I'd rather go play them on an Xbox. I'm just saying.
I feel like people are just starting to catch on with what they should be doing. Of course, they should want to play it on an Xbox. Of course, they shouldn't want to go and spend and pay full price for these games on PlayStation. So that's just logic,
right? Agreed. And it'd be one thing if they actually had a bunch of games coming out that were only on PlayStation. What do you look forward to on that? Like, oh, we got this like little indie game that over here. That's great. Okay, that's nice, but that's basically all they've got, right? And they got Ghost of Yotai. That like, okay, they have Death Stranding 2, but that's coming out everywhere else in like 6 months to a year. So like, why do I care? And this is kind of where they are. Their exclusivity is now a timed window where eventually it's coming out on PC, and people are hearing this whole Steam thing, and they're like, what? Like, why wouldn't I want that then? Like, it just gives you everything, and you just look at Game Pass and you're like, dude, they're charging how much for PS Plus? Why wouldn't I just get this? Like, this is just, it's crazy. Like, we have to talk about this whole craziness of like both Nintendo and PlayStation are in messaging world and in costs are just absolutely destroying themselves, and I don't know why. Like, do they not understand, or they just don't care? They have enough hubris that they're like, you will pay, suckers. Bend over and take it. Or what is going on? And at some point, will customers just say, no, we're not going to take it? Well, what are you doing here? Like, what is going on? So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time to be alive right now, to see all this start to shake out and happen, and to watch these once empires start to kind of crumble and lose footing. And
almost always really happens, right? Like, things change. They change all the time.
The most exciting thing is that they're doing it themselves. Like, it's different when you're, there's a problem. This is all self-inflicted. What are you guys doing? It's so ridiculous from an outside seeing it all taking place.
I mean, the thing
like
is that it is them doing it, but it's them doing it with like Xbox in the background manipulating the situation, right? Because they're lost right now, right? Like PlayStation and Nintendo are lost. Like less Nintendo, more PlayStation, but still they kind of fall in the same boat.
I mean,
they're
they
lost
do
because
fall
Xbox...
on the same boat when they're doing the same stupid shit that PlayStation is doing. I think, they're both heading in the same direction.
Of course. And it's again with Xbox just kind of sitting in the background because it's like Xbox is the reason that they're so flustered. You know what I'm saying? They're taking away the very thing Nintendo and PlayStation thrive on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the need to be tied to one console, right? It's just one point. Whereas, on Nintendo and PlayStation, that's the only point. Right, like on Xbox, it is anywhere you want to be, you can experience your Xbox, right? Like it's a different world, man.
And at this point, anywhere you want to be, you can access at least some Xbox games. You just got to pay for them. I think the problem is, and you brought this up, and it seems like that's what Nintendo is trying to do. I said it before. They're trying to make people kind of choose what platform they want to just be on, period, rather than the idea of just having multiple consoles for different platforms. And maybe that's why they're pushing those prices like that, to kind of stand the same way that PlayStation is and Xbox is doing. And maybe that's why they brought forward these third-party games. And it's so ridiculous because the one thing that they kind of thrive on, it's the one thing they're kind of excluding from everything they're doing. This should not be the way. This should just be an addition. You still have to show up the way that people know you. So I think they're pushing and playing with something that they should not be messing around with. And you're absolutely right. I think the idea of where Game Pass is heading and the moves that Xbox is making, and probably because they know more obviously than we do, knowing where they're heading, here and there. Right? Because they have information that we don't have, or they hear, or they have connections that we don't. So they know some of the steps that Xbox is planning to take, but they don't know them all. Right? So I think when you go ahead and you see where the future is heading and you see what that's going to cost and what that's going to do to you, their movements right now are from panic. And it's not immediate panic. Agreed. It's not this right now. It's like when the next console drops for Xbox and they're handheld and the games continue to just pop in and continue to rush on other platforms. That's the problem. It's really funny to hear these developers, when they heard about the games that were going on their platform from Xbox, how they have the best platform.
They thought it was a big L.
They have Xbox games, but they still have exclusive games. And yes, Xbox puts their games on PC, but what they're getting on their platform, speaking solely on the console, what they're getting on their platform, we have more exclusives than they do. And that's just the reality. While they're still getting fed, and most of their money is going to Xbox. So it's such a tricky
this
mess.
Is going to get even more interesting as we go forward. Look, everybody's kind of annoyed with the $450 for the Switch, right? I still think it's kind of fair for what they're giving you, but the reality is they're going up into a different territory now and competing with devices that give you different capabilities. And now you start looking at it saying, is this enough of a device for me to spend that much money? Wait till PS6 comes out and it's like $800. You're like, $800? Right. Now, why don't I just get a PC? Even if I spend like $200 more and it's $1,000, I don't pay for online anymore. I have every store, all the discounts. Like, tell me why I would want to do that, right? That's where it starts to become a problem. And Xbox says, fine, we'll sell you one for $700, $800. But guess what? You get everything on PC. Enjoy, right? You want to get your games on discount on Steam? We're not bothered. Go for it, right? Because Windows is their thing too. They don't care. You're still buying their device, paying the license. They're happy. They're good. Have fun. And the beauty is they have the games that people want to buy anyway. As you can see on PlayStation, what are they buying? Xbox games.
Well, they're reviewing Xbox games because ponies are now reviewing Xbox games.
Oh, they are
chilling for codes. Chilling for codes.
Thank you, Xbox. You see how they
bro, like
so they make their money.
Thanks, Xbox, for the code.
Facts.
Who's
Look,
your daddy now?
What was the reason that
crazy?
What was the reason that What's Up PlayStation stopped? Right, the podcast. It's because they didn't get any support from Sony PlayStation. But Xbox is supporting everybody. Bro, the love that they show in the gamers, bro, whether you cover Xbox or you cover the PlayStation, come on, bro. They playing the good guys. They're playing good cop right now. They own that road. That, you know, this is their momentum. They doing it and they trying to be the good guys, and it's gonna work. You know why? Because everybody's being bad at the moment. So Xbox is looking better and better. And what I wanted to go back to what you were saying about the, you know, how Xbox is leaving everybody behind. It's just funny, right? That Nintendo and PlayStation, they work so hard, you know, through the life cycles to exclude Xbox, right, from everything, literally like leaving them naked without nothing. And Xbox had to go out there, right? And I mean, Microsoft had to go out there and get all these publishers, right? You know, this in this uphill battle, and now they're the one being left out of shit like Quick Resume, having the Steam store in your ecosystem, having Epic, having all your library, whatever the hell you go, portable gaming. Like, they've been so left behind with the technology of the cloud, everything. I even seen hardcore people, console people, hardcore, tweeting out like, y'all need to stop, you know, downplaying the cloud, because it's getting better and better. GeForce Now is off the chain. The other day, bro, I play on my shitty ass internet. I work on via the S Cloud. I was playing RoboQuest and I finished a whole freaking level. That's unheard of. Like, I couldn't even load sometimes the games back in the day in my, you know, in my work internet. So I feel like they taking more advantage of the bandwidth and the internet speeds right now. They're like, the service is more optimized. So I can imagine where this is going once we get, like, you know, even higher internet speeds. And look, the other consoles and the other ecosystems are getting excluded of all the benefits that we get with Xbox. Like, they just, like, the free-to-play benefits that you get being part of Xbox Game Pass is crazy. Now you get Call of Duty skins. I don't know if you hear that about that. They have like a program now for you know, Game Pass users, and then you get more stuff in free games. Like, if you go to Xbox, you see, like, I think on Game Pass is one of the sections that say your benefits with free-to-play titles, and they include a bunch of them, like, you know, Apex Legends, all the games that are usually on the top 10. So, I mean, even for people who not really spending money on games that play free to play, this is beneficial to them. So the benefits are so many that people are like I said, Harky, people are super dumb, right, to understand the value on Game Pass. But now, due to companies like Nintendo and PlayStation making these stupid moves, man, the value is starting to show. So Xbox, all they gotta do is chill, keep playing the good guys, and that's it. Give us a competitive price for the consumers, which I think is the way that these companies should be competing at the end of the day. They shouldn't be trying to be Gucci. They should be trying to be like, for the people.
Part, Demo, is having games, because that's what we want to do. We want to play games. Bro. They actually showcase games. And not just like showcase of, like, you know, here's how you can use the mouse feature on and I'm sure it's okay, but it's not like the compelling reason to buy a Switch 2, right? They're showing us games like Ninja Gaiden freaking 4 is coming. Like, they just show us games, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, they're not trying to get you to blow on a controller. They're trying to get you to play the gosh darn games. They're not training you for the streets, right?
Shit. It's getting hard out here for the pony. It's getting hard. I think Yay King Gamer or something, one of these like hardcore ponies, it was posting something about like earlier, and I marked it too. I'll send it to you later, CMoney. He was saying like, the only way that I need PlayStation is if they stop doing console exclusive and you know, all of that. Like, bro, like you might as well just sleep. Like
sorry,
everything that's done. That's
bro.
done. And he was getting mad in the comment. You didn't hear like somebody posted a picture of every game that he mentioned, like PC, all the platforms, cloud, what yada yada, whatever. And he was getting like, you didn't read the comment, you didn't read the tweet. Like, I'm talking about console exclusive, like Hellblade. I'm not Hellblade. What's the name of the Stellar Blade and shit like that? I'm like, bro, like, but really, like those games aren't even that big. Stellar Blade ain't shit. Like, I mean, whether it's a good game or not, I mean, that's, I haven't played, but I can tell you right now, it's not as popular as the Elder Scrolls that is rumored to drop next week. It's not as popular as Doom. It's not as popular as Avowed. Avowed was even more popular. New franchise, by the way. What else? Everything, Call of Duty, every fucking year. Black Ops 7?
Doom?
Rumor?
How many people are excited for Doom the Dark Ages?
Doom? Fable?
You saw that controllers? You
Even
saw the
the
you saw the wrap?
Bro,
I bought it. I got the wrap and the Elite.
Yeah, I got the wrap, the Elite, and the regular controller. Both the controller and the wrap came. The Elite comes in a few days. So
oh my God. You're eating good. But I'm saying, like, even the mid franchises, right? That people say this is mid, they hitting good. Grounded, they pretty well on PlayStation. Pentiment, you know what I'm saying? 120 FPS on PlayStation. But it was critically acclaimed because for you to have a viable service, what you need is variety. So there's some games out there like South of Midnight that are being dropped, not expecting these games to take over the whole gaming industry, but just to like provide you with content. Like the cadence is they understood that the most important part to keep a viable live service or a gaming service is cadence,
right?
It's the games. So, and they understood. And then you know what? You want games? We're going to go for the bigger boy. And now everybody's up for grabs. And Microsoft, let me tell you, they're about to get somebody else. It's about to happen before the year ends. They're about to announce something bigger that you might, bro, I don't even want to say shit. But for what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing in the moves at Microsoft, like just now, Jason Ronald, he just came out from a conference with the Chinese developers and shit. He was saying, I'm excited for the future of Xbox. I just seen the tweet as I'm speaking right here, right now. He just say it. And I mean, it's getting crazy. Shit is getting spicy. I believe that what Harky said, that everything is going to become more interesting as we go. So yeah, man, good time to be alive. Great time to be alive.
Absolutely, man.
That super chat. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah. Well, first, shout out to my homie Adidas 20.
Adidas,
homie.
Awesome dude. Great. I mean, been with us for so long. As an awesome friend and member of our community. Going through some tough times with the family right now. If you're on Twitter, go check out our Twitter. He has a GoFundMe out. It's everything's in the GoFundMe, but like his brother had some things happen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, got hurt. So they need some help. And so we donated. Definitely go.
Yes.
Check out the GoFundMe. Like I said, go find us on Twitter and you'll see it there. Shout out to homie Adidas.
Shout out to Adidas. We send you our love to you and your family. And
Absolutely.
Yes, go find it, click on the link, and do what you can.
Put it in the chat or something, because I don't have Twitter, so I'd love to see what it is.
We'll send you the link.
Adidas, if you have it, post it, and then I'll repost it as a link.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell going on, but I already messaged him, so he'll tell me on the whatever. But sure. Yeah, I didn't know about nothing. Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we do have the homie Gil Lee Han.
Gil!
Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, homie. Says hi, Fantastic Four. Ooh, I like that. Says in South Africa, Mario Kart World plus the Switch 2 bundle is $715.
Oh,
God damn.
Oh, that's wild.